problem is people lie to kids today. Coaches and parents are like, we don't worry about winning and losing. And it's
Right.
like, that's part of the game. We're live, cuzzo. Hit him with that intro.
Back. Welcome back to the Electus Podcast. This is episode 31. We have another good episode for you guys. We're going to cover a wide variety of topics. But first, let's get into it, man. It's fall season. Fall season is here.
Fall season is here, man. I love fall season.
Crisp, cool mornings,
Yup,
hoodies
like
and
it.
sweats.
Steering wheel heat is on.
Right. Which, by the way, man, you want to do a drop real quick for the merch?
Oh, yeah. So if you guys, obviously, since it's hoodie season, if you guys haven't copped one yet, go get one. Get yourself a hat. Beanies will be out in the store. Maybe this week we'll put them out. The store for the beanies.
Nice.
So you get yourself a beanie, get yourself a sweater, and get yourself a coffee mug, man.
Yeah,
Because
man,
you need some coffee in the morning or some tea at night.
Yes, sir. We got something for everybody. All right, man. What about these pumpkin patches and these Halloween festivities coming
Halloween
up, man?
festivities, man. Yeah, I'm sure we're gonna hit up a pumpkin patch.
Yeah.
Hopefully just one.
Just one?
Just one, man. I can only do one. So whatever's there, that's the one we're taking home.
Yeah. Do you guys do like apple picking and stuff like that too, or no? Just a pumpkin patch.
Yeah, just a pumpkin patch. I mean, we'll probably do the apple picking again this year.
Yeah. Do the kids like dressing up
for Halloween?
Yeah.
They like dressing up. I don't know what they're gonna be this year yet. They haven't fully decided. So we'll see. And then obviously Aaliyah, I don't know if she's too cool for Halloween yet. Or,
I was gonna ask
or
that.
what she's gonna be, but
if she's too cool,
but yeah, hopefully she puts a costume on. That'd be kind of cool.
Dope,
yeah.
man.
Or
Dope,
she might
dope,
want to
dope.
hand out candy. I don't know.
Now, do you guys like to stay home for Halloween and actually hand out candy, or?
Well, so like in our subdivision, which is nice, it's we can walk like well, you've been there obviously.
Yeah.
The subdivision, you can just walk around the circle, hit all the houses, and then by the time we come back, there's probably like an hour left of Halloween. So then we just kind of hand out whatever's left.
Yeah.
Because we usually leave like a basket out, but you're supposed to take one. Them kids we take.
Oh, of course.
The kids take more than one.
No, yeah, give them an inch to take a mile.
Yeah. What about you, man? No kids. So what are you guys dressing up as?
So I guess we're dressing up, man. We're gonna be
trick or treating.
Yeah. Yeah, man. We're gonna be trick or treating. We're gonna look like I'm gonna put it on my shoulders, and it's gonna look like that. Was it the Little Rascals?
The Little
Rascals? Tried to go
Rascals?
and rob the bank.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm talking about? And they
Yeah.
They go in there with the big long trench coat with the top hat.
Yeah.
Nah,
That's
man.
pretty-
We don't. I mean, I'm sure we'll do something. I don't know what where we'll end up. We might go to the city or something like that, or do like a small little Halloween party somewhere, but nothing too major. Because in where we live, man, there's a lot of elderly people, so there's not like a lot of kids that live in the area, so they don't really. There's no point in really handing out candy.
Yeah, ain't nobody going
where
over
we
there.
live,
Yeah.
So, but yeah, man. Also, too, man, something we wanted to segue into is this past weekend, one of the guys that we look up to, man, Coach Prime, and his Colorado Buffaloes, man, they suffered their first loss over the weekend to Oregon.
Yeah, and it was coming, man. It was it was a top 10 school is hard to beat.
Yeah.
Especially first year coach. Some of them first year players that are playing at this level.
Right.
That's tough.
No,
It's
it
tough.
is.
I mean, to go 3-0 that's a great start.
That is a great start. No, that is. And we mentioned it too before. I mean, they only won one game last year. So,
Right.
I mean, they got to, baby steps. But
Right.
at the end of the day, it's sad to see how many people want to see them fail.
Yeah. And I mean, I feel like they put the blame on Coach Prime because of how confident he is, and he's supposed to be that way, like he talks about.
Right.
And his mindset, is crazy. It's like, yeah, so what, we lost, and then everybody's like, well, don't you think you guys needed to be humbled? And it's like, well, they're not being cocky about it. They're winners. They're supposed to be winners.
Right. Right.
So,
and also too in the sports field, man, specifically, it's hyper competitive. I mean, we're not talking about like, this isn't Pop Warner football, man. This is Division I, the highest level that there is for college football, So, I mean, if anything, I think that everything that he's doing for the school itself isn't just good for the school of Colorado. It's good for the nation. For the nation of football.
Yep.
and it's bringing a lot of publicity to schools that maybe wouldn't get that attention.
Right.
So
right. And they're they better watch out, because next year
those recruits that he's gonna get,
everybody's gonna want to go play for him.
And then with the new NIL deals, I mean, he's gonna have huge sponsors backing him.
Yeah, why wouldn't you want to go play there?
They'd be able to, basically pay the kids whatever. Not pay the kids, but you know what I mean.
Just about. Yeah, I mean, they're gonna be sponsored like crazy.
Yeah.
Because where else are you gonna go to get that much TV time, airtime? Man, them tickets are crazy to go watch a game.
Yeah.
Yeah. So but it's good to see, man. Good to see him winning and staying with it. Because there's like a 60-minute, just real quick. There's like a 60-minute interview, where the guy interviewing him, asked if kind of like if it was too harsh or too much when Coach Prime first got there.
Yeah.
He was telling kids, you better enter the transfer portal. Because if not,
we're
gonna make you quit. And then he's like, don't you think that's a little too much? He's like, no. He goes, the problem is people lie to kids today. And it's true. Starting from
when they're very
very, very little.
True.
You teach them to, well, obviously you want to have fun, but then that's where it stops.
Right.
A lot of coaches and parents are like, we don't worry about winning and losing, and it's like that's part of the game.
Right.
Somebody has to win. Somebody has to lose.
Right. It's not malicious.
Right. It's
it's just the way of life.
Yeah, it's the way of life, man. Yeah. Everybody needs a little Coach Prime in their life.
Yeah,
that's
for
sure.
No, you're right. You bring up a very good point. And the reason why we always bring up sports every now and then is because we believe mindset. That's something that we always come back to.
Yeah.
Something that we believe in, and individuals like Coach Prime and other men like him, they inspire us. They make us want to be better.
Yeah, because life's a sport itself.
And it's,
if you think about it, even if you don't play sports, look at your Mark Zuckerbergs or your Jeff Bezos,
entrepreneurs.
it's a sport.
Mm-hmm. Because in business it's ruthless.
Right.
If people think that college sports, they get hyper competitive, man. Go look at what they're doing on Wall Street.
Right. It's a sport. You gotta compete.
I mean, they're going for people's heads, financially.
Yeah. So why wouldn't you want to teach the youth that, if that's what they're gonna hit when they get older?
Right. Yeah, just depends on who's teaching them, I guess.
True.
The parents being aware, and having that open mind to want to instill that in their children.
Right.
So, yeah.
Yeah, but moving on.
Next segment. We're segueing into today's lesson. All right, the meat and potatoes of today is going to be
let's
about
see what you got for us today.
I got a good one for you, man. I got something called "Sleep is Your Superpower." Now, this is a TED Talk that I came across. I'm a big YouTuber. Are you on YouTube yourself a lot?
Big YouTuber.
Yeah, I enjoy watching a wide variety of videos and learning as much as I can from there. But this is, like I said, the TED Talk is called "Sleep is Your Superpower" by Matt Walker. It's about 20 minutes. It's a quick watch. But I will be honest, I was shocked by some of the things that I heard in the video. Number one, man, he does a great job of grabbing your attention right away. And for the men out there, I'm sure this will grab your attention as well. But he specifically said that men who only get 5 hours of sleep have smaller testicles. Right. That's what this guy leads with.
Did you check yourself in the mirror this morning? Is that what?
Yeah, man. No,
you had to see.
Just kidding. Yeah, but no, I when I heard that, I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, well, that's one hell of a way to start off a TED Talk, right? But it grabs your attention, right? But then he also brought up the fact that men who don't get enough sleep have been shown to age quicker by at least 10 years potentially. What do you think about that?
I believe that.
You believe that to be true?
Yeah, because I've met some people that are roughly my age, and their work schedule makes them look like
beat down.
Down.
Yeah.
So it's I definitely believe that, man. If you're not resting, how's your body supposed to heal itself from whatever?
Right. Yep. And that's, that segues us right into, sleep deprivation can cause a huge number of issues. I mean, potentially later on down the road, Alzheimer's, diabetes, heart disease, stress, all these things that you don't really want to deal with,
right.
long term.
Right.
But what was also interesting in this particular TED Talk was that there was a study done between a group of people that and obviously it's a controlled study. So they took 10 people, and they threw them in a group, and they said, hey, we're going to have you guys do an all-nighter. No caffeine, no anything, right. Just, you're staying up all night. Yeah. And then they had another group of individuals that, they let get a full 8 hours of sleep. The next morning, they go and they do an MRI brain scan, and they want them to memorize a list of facts, right? Well, it's no surprise that the group that didn't get any sleep, they lost like 40% of the things that they were supposed to memorize just because they didn't get, a decent amount of sleep. Yeah. And, of course, the group that did get a full 8 hours of sleep was able to do substantially better.
It kind of makes me think back to college because when you cram the night before and you're up late.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I felt like I did fine. I felt like
you
like
had
my
youth
room.
on your side.
Yeah, that's true.
Try doing that now and see what happens.
No, I ain't going to remember anything. Yeah. Because like my roommate did fine too. I feel like we would all cram and we'd be fine for finals.
Yeah.
But I guess, it's just youth though.
And that was right after a weekend of drinking, right?
Yep. That was after all being up all weekend. Final on Monday.
Yeah. So this is I guess this would hit more of the older crowd than than the younger crowd. The younger crowd, you guys still might be able to get away with it. According to another study, there's about 1/3 of the American population that actually is sleep deprived, and that's roughly 110.3 million people that are sleep deprived. Some of the side effects also of sleep deprivation, to mention to go along with the other things that we mentioned, is hypertension, a weakened immune system, and weakened immune system is something that, especially going into the fall, man, I don't know if you've been seeing, I'm sure you have with the kids and stuff at school, but kids are coming home sick, coughing, sneezing, the weather's changing. Your immune system is kind of already under attack around this time of year. So it would be a good idea to try and get a little more sleep, heading into the fall and the winter, so that your immune system is as strong as possible. Yeah,
because and then like that, when you think of like the overnight workers, because there's a bunch of them, obviously a lot of first responders and stuff like that. Even people that work overnight at the gas stations that are open 24. I looked that up because obviously I work overnights too. So, they all say that if you work overnights, it's terrible for your body. So it makes me think like, should I trade shifts?
Yeah.
But I feel fine.
Right.
But I do get enough sleep, I think.
Right.
I usually get about like 6-7 hours.
Right.
And then you got to eat right a little bit.
Right.
And you got to work out a little bit. I think that's kind of, I think all that ties into it.
Right.
But I think if you were getting like no sleep and you were still trying to operate, that, and then you tie in like maybe fast food here and there.
Yeah.
That's probably like a recipe
for disaster.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're going to crash at some point.
Yeah, for sure, man. Yeah, for sure.
No, that's true, man.
But yeah, because
do you have a hard time falling asleep?
No. I can fall asleep right now. Like for real. I could lay down and go to sleep, man. That's how. I don't know.
You.
I don't know if it's I don't know if it's an overnight thing, because ever since I've been working overnights, it don't matter what time it is. Like I can literally just be like, all right, I'm going to sleep, and then knock out.
That's
But
good.
then when I'm up. Like like I got to be up.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't really struggle going to sleep. I think like last night, like I was up till like 2. And then this just so happens to be.
I know, right? The irony. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, but it's because last night I was doing some other things, and then I decided to hop on the game, for a little bit.
And
then I went to bed like at 2. But it's only sometimes. I don't do it all the time.
Right. Now that's interesting, because that kind of segues into our next topic too, which is all a part of all this. But have you heard of something called your circadian rhythm?
Mm-mm.
So my understanding is that your circadian rhythm is your body's internal clock, basically. Everybody has it, 24-hour
Yeah, everybody
clock,
has it,
right? And in the past, before we started using clocks and different things like that, human beings would wake up when the sun rises, and they would go to sleep when the sun goes down.
Right.
Now we live in an entirely different new era,
Yeah.
where, to your point, people are up. at night, and they're sleeping during the day. And so, it can throw off your internal clock. But, someone like yourself, you figured out a way to kind of hack that, and you can fall asleep anywhere.
Yeah, I just don't know, because I read about that, and I don't know if you can ever reverse the internal clock. So even though I'm sleeping 7 hours,
right,
some days it doesn't feel like I slept 7 hours.
Right.
Because like I'll sleep 7 hours or whatever the case may be, like on a Saturday. Let's just say on a Saturday I sleep till, whatever. And then right around 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, I could literally crash for another 7 hours till the morning comes up.
Yeah.
So I'll be up at like 7 a.m.
Yep.
But so I don't know if it ever resets. So that's kind of like the scary part of working overnights is I don't, even though you sleep well, you can eat right. I don't know how it's affected me long term.
Yeah. No, yeah. That's a good question, man.
Yeah, everybody who's working overnights, I don't know if it's good for us.
Yeah, no, yeah. I guess we'll just have to wait and see, right? Like 30 years
I'll let you guys know.
We'll do
a follow-up.
Yeah, follow-up episode 20 years from now.
This is the study. The study starts today.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's interesting, man, with the whole sleep thing, because you know.
Yeah, because what would you think is a healthy amount of sleep?
I mean, I think 6-7 hours is decent.
Yeah. The national what they recommend is 7 to 9
for an adult.
Yeah, 7 to 9. And then something I didn't know, but that I did learn, and once again, I'm not saying that we know it all or know everything.
I thought you were a doctor, bro.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. No. I didn't go to Harvard. Yeah.
Dr. Malcolm.
No, this is all stuff that I no different than anybody else, man. I come across it on Instagram. You want to fact check it.
Yeah.
I always recommend do your own due diligence, right?
Right.
Nothing is 100% set in stone.
Right.
But they were mentioning that women during their menstrual cycles actually need more sleep.
I believe it.
And it's it's pretty common that they usually nap more around that time of the month, and that was something I didn't know.
Yeah, I didn't know that either, but I mean, it kind of makes sense.
Yep. Nah, it makes sense.
When they're always sleeping.
Yep. So what are some things, man, that you can do to lead to getting better sleep? What'd you say?
I think as tedious as it sounds, I think keeping a schedule, like an actual calendar of what you have to do. I think the world we live in today is it's just so crazy, so busy. There's just so many things going on that if you aren't mapping out your day,
right,
you're gonna find yourself
lost in the sauce,
lost or drifting, like our last episode, right?
Yeah.
So I think, like for me, let's say I'll just give you an example. Like today, 6 p.m., 6:30, I gotta go back to sleep. PM, I gotta take a nap.
Right.
So it don't matter what else is going on.
Right.
That block of time, I gotta be, with my eyes closed, somewhere in between that 30-minute period.
Yeah.
So I think for normal people, if you're gonna go to sleep, you gotta get your 7 hours in. Man, you gotta shut the shop down at whatever time that is to get, based on when you gotta get up.
Yep.
Because otherwise, you're just kind of like running through your day, and then you're like, damn, it's 11 o'clock. I gotta get up at 5. And then you gotta drive, and then you gotta drive home.
Yep.
It's just the days are too long, so you just have to. I think you have to map it out.
Yeah.
So you know what's going on.
No, that's a great point. Well, I think that and that was one of the things that Matt Walker mentioned in the TED Talk is that if you want to try to go to bed at the same time every night.
Nice.
Siri. She said that's not nice.
That was crazy. So go to bed at the same time and wake up at the same time, regardless of whether it's the weekend or the weekday.
Yeah.
Which, obviously for a lot of people is difficult to do. Most people work a 9 to 5. They work their 40 hours. And then the weekend is when they want to go out and have fun.
Right. Right.
They sleep in late on Saturday or they sleep in late on Sunday. I mean, we've all been guilty of it, right?
Yeah, we all do it, yeah.
And I'm sure just like the rest of us, right? You do notice a difference.
Oh, big difference.
Huge difference. If you oversleep, man, to 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock in the afternoon, hungover, dragging, and then the older you get too, man, the more recovery time you need.
Yep. And I think that's another thing to add is less alcohol.
Yep. Nicotine,
all that. I think all that's the caffeine.
Yep. Light exposure.
Light exposure, being on your phone. yeah, all that. If you do all that, I think it'll help out. But those things are just so hard to get rid of.
Right.
You know,
it's
for
so
a lot of
embedded
us.
into our society.
Yeah,
you know?
it's like normal. It's like you're supposed to do this.
Right. No, you're right.
But like drink is a big one, man. I mean, if you drink, you know, you sleep long, then your body hurts, and then
yeah, your body's still trying to break down that alcohol and get it out.
Gotta break it down, yeah. And so you gotta sleep more.
Yep.
So you're just kind of playing catch up at that point.
Yeah. No. Yeah. It's true, man. It's true. But yeah, man. So these are just some things that we think that are pretty interesting when it comes to, you know, sleep deprivation and getting better sleep. Something else that this gentleman spoke about that I thought was rather interesting was there's something called natural killer cells in your immune system, right? And when you don't get a good night of sleep or you're not getting good sleep, obviously these killer cells they're depleted, right? And they're almost like your special, you know, to equate it to the military, they're like your special forces for your immune system. So they come into play when you really get hit with a hard bug or something like that. So just getting better sleep, man, can help with that, you know. And for people who have serious health issues, obviously getting as much rest as possible.
Right.
You know.
Yeah, just overall.
Yep. Yeah.
Overall.
Yep.
Yeah, overall getting more sleep is the way to go. Because I think that ties into if you're the less sleep you have, the more you become stressed out, and then that could lead to other things.
Yeah.
You know?
Because I notice even with myself, man, like I'll be in a bad mood if I didn't get a good night of sleep.
Oh yeah, know? Like everybody.
You just
all grouchy. And
yeah. Oscar the Grouch.
Yeah. Because you're tired, you get your nap in.
Yeah. And even you know, sleep deprivation. Ironically, this also segues into our next topic that we're also discussing today, which is: do you believe that seasonal depression is a real thing?
Yeah, I think that's based on maybe like certain events that have happened in somebody's life. You know, like where maybe you lost somebody in the fall or the winter.
True. Yeah.
You know, whatever season may be. I think that could take a role.
Factor into it.
You know, or some people just the weather in general. You know, like the clouds are gray.
Yeah.
You know, some people that makes people depressed. I think
so it does. Yeah. Well, so the theory is that does.
Oh, okay.
Not having enough sunlight, because sunlight helps produce melatonin. And melatonin is the hormone that's responsible to help you fall asleep at night. But also with melatonin and getting sunlight, you know, obviously gives you vitamin D, which is good for your immune system.
Right.
It helps your circadian rhythm, you know. Okay. So not having any sunlight, not having any sun exposure does cause people to kind of feel like they're, you know, in a cave, you know.
Okay.
But there's it's an unfortunate statistic, but like in Seattle, Washington, they have one of the highest suicide rates.
Dang.
And highest rates of depression because, you know, for I believe it's at least half of the year, it's just cloudy and gray and rainy.
Dang.
You know, there's not a lot of sunlight. Yeah.
Dang, that's crazy.
Yeah. Now this is all theoretical, right? The seasonal depression
but that
being
statistic is crazy.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know, cause like for me, I like gray skies and
every
cloudy
now and then,
days. Like I like that.
Yeah. It's a chill day.
It's
you know,
chill.
You sit on the couch, man, watch a movie.
Yeah. I don't. What you like it too? Or
I don't mind them. Mind them. But what I will say is that, and I think that because what I was gonna add was, how do you try to avoid falling into seasonal depression?
Yeah.
It goes back to something that you brought up that you do: exercise.
Right.
You know, eat a healthy diet, and then also tying into what we're talking about today, getting a good night of sleep. Yep. You know, these things, they're not gonna potentially stop it.
Right.
You know, but they can help alleviate it a little bit, you know.
Yeah, no, that's true. Yeah, all those things tie into you know, just making you feel better overall.
So in summary, man, for this episode, you know, sleep is really important. You know, we try to we're not perfect.
Actually, you know what, before we go in summer, do you have like a sleep routine?
Like a skincare routine? No, I don't. My skincare routine is horrible. You know, before I go to bed. Dang. My nighttime routine, man, consists of, and it's tough. I'll be honest with you, it's tough because my girlfriend, she likes to watch TV at night.
Yeah.
Right. And I don't mind watching TV. I understand, like, it's a way for us to connect at the end of the day.
Right,
you know,
right.
And to wind down.
Yeah, the wind down time. Yep.
But sometimes, man, I just want to, like, I'll leave work. I'll go to the gym. I'll come home. I'll get something to eat.
Yeah.
And I want to, you know, maybe read a few pages out of a book.
Right.
Shower, and then just go to bed. Right. That would be my ideal.
That's supposed to be your night routine.
Yeah, that's supposed to be my night routine.
Yeah.
But occasionally, man, I end up staying up, you know, and I enjoy spending time with her.
Yeah.
Watching some episodes.
Right.
And then, you know, it's, man, 11 o'clock, you know, 12 o'clock. And I'm like, oh, man, I'm halfway falling asleep on the couch. And then eventually I get up and go to the bed, you know.
Okay.
But what about you, man? What's your nighttime routine?
Man, so like, well, obviously since I work overnight, then there's really no routine, because the routine is like I come back, get in the bed, I put the mask on.
Oh, you wear a mask?
Yeah, I got to wear a mask now, because I've noticed that when I got older and when I went back to midnights or overnight shift, I could see the daylight with my eyes closed more. So
your circadian rhythm, right?
Yeah, so but like when I was younger, man, I closed my eyes, I didn't see no light.
Yeah,
it was like dark with my eyelids closed. But now I got to put the mask on, and then that's what I do for that. But on the days off, normally it's like I'll usually make a tea. I usually make a tea, and that kind of like slows me down a little bit. And then once I'm done with the tea, that's kind of like my wind down time. Is the tea, you know, cup of tea.
Yep.
And then I'm out.
Yep.
Out like a light, man.
Yeah. No. Yeah. That's a good routine, man. That's a good routine.
Yeah, it's pretty basic, man. But because before, when I was younger, it would be like, let me get a glass of whiskey, you know, and then when I'm done with that one, let me get another one.
Yeah.
But you know, once I kick that, put some tea in there. Tea's good, man. It makes me go to sleep.
Yep. And did you notice that when you were drinking, like, because something I noticed with myself is I get a horrible night of sleep if I drink too much.
Oh, yeah,
I can't. I wake up with the night sweats. You know, my body's trying to break down that alcohol, and just a horrible night of sleep.
Oh, yeah. Then you can't go to the gym because your body hurts.
Yeah.
Elbows hurt, knees hurt. Man.
Yeah.
I tried doing that one time when I was on vacation. I was like, I'm going to go to the gym. Nope.
Couldn't make it.
It was hurting.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I just wanted to cover your sleep routine real quick.
Nice, man. Nice.
But very interesting, man. I'm glad you found this sleep topic.
TED Talk. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's definitely important, and I think it's overlooked.
Yeah.
By a lot of us.
And that was Matt Walker's main point.
Yeah.
You know, he said it's something that we all do, but we don't really put an emphasis on, you know, really creating a healthy routine.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's like with life in general. I mean, it's hard for people to create a decent routine to stay on course. But overall, get yourself some sleep.
Yep.
Make you feel better. Get you less sick going into the fall. Don't forget your hoodie. Don't forget your beanie when it comes out.
There you go.
And get yourself an electives mug.
Yeah.
And then with that, hit them with the outro, cuzzo.
Hey, we will catch you guys on episode 32. We appreciate you guys for watching and listening as always, and we'll catch you on the next episode.
Peace.